Embrace the power of fear, Les Brown's key to success. Are you tired of letting fear hold you back? Ever felt paralyzed by anxiety, afraid to step out of your comfort zone, or hesitant to pursue your dreams? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of Les Brown, a motivational speaker who has dedicated his life to helping people conquer their fears and achieve greatness. Let me tell you this, fear is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally. Les Brown believes that embracing the power of fear can unlock your potential and pave the way for success. Here's something you should know. Les Brown was once told he would never speak in public, yet today, he's one of the most renowned motivational speakers in the world. So here's the question that will set the stage for our journey today. How can we harness the power of fear instead of letting it consume us? Les Brown's philosophy on fear is deeply rooted in his own experiences. He recalls a time when he was a young man struggling with severe stage fright. As he stood at the podium, ready to deliver a speech, his heart raced, palms sweated, and his voice shook. In that moment, he realized that fear was not an obstacle to be overcome, but a catalyst for growth. You might be wondering, how did he turn his fear into a stepping stone to success? The answer lies in understanding that fear is simply a feeling, not a reality. It's a natural response to perceived threats, and it can be harnessed if we learn to interpret it correctly. Here's something you should know. Les Brown often refers to fear as the voice of doubt, urging us to stay safe and avoid risks. But he argues that these doubts are just signals that we need to take action. So, let's delve deeper into how Les Brown teaches us to embrace fear as a motivator. Les Brown's key to success lies in his belief that every successful person has faced some form of fear and overcame it. For instance, he shares the story of a friend who was paralyzed by the fear of failure. His friend had always been a perfectionist and believed that anything less than perfect was unacceptable. One day, he decided to write a book, but the fear of not being good enough consumed him. He couldn't even finish a single chapter. However, he eventually broke through this barrier when he realized that he was already halfway there. He learned that the fear of failure was a myth, and that the only thing holding him back was his own self-doubt. You might be wondering, how did he transform his mindset? Les Brown emphasizes the importance of shifting your focus from the outcome to the process. Instead of thinking about the fear of failure, he focused on the steps he needed to take to complete the book. He broke down the task into smaller, manageable parts and started working on them one by one. By doing so, he created a sense of progress and momentum. This, in turn, reduced his anxiety and increased his confidence. Here's something you should know. Les Brown likens the process of overcoming fear to climbing a mountain. The summit may seem daunting, but each step forward brings you closer to the top. Similarly, the end goal may seem far away, but taking small steps towards it gradually moves you toward success. Another critical aspect of Les Brown's strategy is recognizing that fear is a universal human experience. He believes that everyone faces challenges and setbacks, but what separates the successful from the unsuccessful is their ability to handle these obstacles. Les Brown shares the story of a colleague who was dealing with a serious illness. Despite facing immense pain and uncertainty, he refused to give up. Instead, he used his condition as an opportunity to inspire others and share his experiences. He wrote a book and gave talks, spreading hope and resilience. You might be wondering, how did he maintain his composure during such a difficult time? Les Brown explains that it's all about reframing your perspective. When you view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, they become less daunting. He suggests asking yourself questions like, what can I learn from this situation? And how can I use this experience to grow? By doing so, you shift your focus from the negative aspects of fear to the positive outcomes. Here's something you should know. Les Brown uses the metaphor of a river to illustrate this concept. A river starts as a small stream, but it eventually flows into a vast ocean. Similarly, when you face challenges, they may seem overwhelming initially, but with persistence and determination, they lead to significant achievements. This analogy helps individuals understand that fear is temporary, and that success is within reach if you keep moving forward. Les Brown also emphasizes the importance of preparation and planning. He believes that the more prepared you are, the less likely you are to experience fear. This principle is evident in his approach to public speaking. Before delivering a speech, Les Brown spends hours researching the topic, practicing his delivery, and rehearsing his content. He knows that the more confident he feels, the less fear he experiences. You might be wondering, how does this apply to your daily life? Les Brown suggests that you can adopt a similar mindset in other areas of your life. Whether it's starting a new business, applying for a job, or pursuing a creative project, preparation is key. By thoroughly researching your goals and preparing thoroughly, you reduce the likelihood of encountering unexpected obstacles. This approach not only minimizes fear, but also boosts your confidence. Here's something you should know. Les Brown likens preparation to building a sturdy foundation. Just as a strong house needs a solid base, you need a well-prepared plan to tackle challenges effectively. By investing time and effort into your preparation, you create a solid foundation that supports your success. Les Brown's teachings extend beyond individual success. They also emphasize the importance of inspiring others. He believes that by sharing your experiences and stories, you can help others overcome their fears. Les Brown shares the story of a student who struggled with public speaking. She felt intimidated by the prospect of giving a presentation in front of her class. However, she found inspiration in Les Brown's speeches and began to see herself as a capable speaker. Her confidence grew, and she eventually delivered a powerful presentation, earning applause from her classmates. You might be wondering, how did she find the courage to overcome her fear? Les Brown suggests that she drew strength from the knowledge that she could make a difference in someone else's life. By inspiring others, she empowered herself to succeed. This example illustrates how sharing your experiences can have a ripple effect, motivating others to overcome their own fears. Here's something you should know. Les Brown believes that fear is contagious. Just as fear can spread among individuals, inspiration can also spread. By sharing your success stories and encouraging others to believe in themselves, you create a positive environment where fear becomes obsolete. This approach not only helps you achieve your goals, but also contributes to the collective growth of society. In conclusion, Les Brown's approach to embracing fear offers valuable insights for anyone seeking to overcome obstacles and achieve greatness. By interpreting fear as a signal for growth, focusing on the process rather than the outcome, reframing your perspective, preparing thoroughly, and inspiring others, you can transform your relationship with fear. Remember, fear is not your enemy. It's your greatest ally. Embrace it, understand it, and use it to propel you forward. Here's something you should know. Les Brown's journey from a terrified public speaker to a celebrated motivational figure serves as a testament to the power of embracing fear. He proves that with the right mindset and strategies, you can conquer your fears and unlock your full potential. So, let's take a step today towards embracing fear and making progress towards our goals. You're capable of achieving great things, and Les Brown's teachings can guide you on this path. Remember, the sky is the limit, and fear is just a stepping stone on your journey to success.